Voices against corruption. Let the people speak.
Hello and welcome to Primark's public feedback series on corruption called Voices Against Corruption. And we ask, do you think more women participation in politics would reduce corruption in Nigeria?
Bringing women into politics is the best I think the nation needs at this point in time, because women have less tendency to be corrupt. To some extent, most of our men have failed us. So we need women. Let us test them so that they can, let us see the much they can give.
Having women in leadership or political practices or political leadership generally is not really the reason why corruption will be reduced. There is a very grand cause of corruption in Nigeria. Can I tell you? Political parties.
For women to go into politics, I support it, but it doesn't stop corruption. It just helps to curb it a little because of their nature.
I believe that women are more prudent when it comes to financial management. Women have conscience. So if we have more women in politics, let's just say in governance, it will reduce corruption, I believe so.
More women in politics may not reduce corruption in Nigeria, because the politics of today is a selfish politics. People are using it to enrich themselves and their families. There will be a bit different if women come into politics in Nigeria, if they can give them a chance to participate in the politics. I think there will be different, but not much.
Even if you bring all the women in the world to be the president, the vice president, and they occupy all the positions at all levels in Nigeria, if they are a corrupt set of people, definitely we are not changing anything. So the best thing is we have to look for those with the good mindset, whether they are men or women.
Democracy itself is a government that revolves around the people. It's not gender sensitive. So having more women or men doesn't really matter. I don't think corruption has to do with gender. So if you have more women without a character or personality, I don't think it will reduce it. So what we should be looking out for has to do with people with a character, people with a personality, people with the willingness, to work for the people.
I don't really think the gender makes any difference. So whether it's a female or a male, it doesn't make any difference. If the corruption wants to persist, it can still persist. So it doesn't depend on the gender. It depends on the mindset.
Having more women will actually reduce corruption. They will actually be more accountable with their actions. They will actually be more honest with their transactions.
I believe women should be given that chance, at least the opportunity to participate, and maybe and hopefully things will change and turn around, because the way women look at things, the way they manage resources, even from our home, you will see that they are deliberately designed for that purpose, especially when it comes to management of resources.
We need to change our value system. Everybody. It doesn't have to, it's not about gender right now. We just need to, even from the churches to the mosques to wherever we may find ourselves as a people. We have seen women in time past that have done great works in our country. Professor Dora Akuili. We've seen women too that have done monumental corruption practice in Nigeria.
I think if we have more women in politics, the right ones, like they say, 2 good heads is better than 1. I think if we can have the right one, not just the wrong one, even the men. So my opinion is we have the right men put their heads together, we go places, and corruption will reduce drastically in Nigeria.
Primark's public feedback on corruption in Nigeria is produced with support from MacArthur Foundation.